Go.
All right, so you got them the pre-rolls and everything. You want to, or you just don't want to smoke that right now?
I don't care.
All right, so this joint is going to be about, or this joint for everybody from South Jersey and Philadelphia. This joint is for anybody, like, I guess the polygamy and the polyamory. And I'm not even gonna really talk. I shouldn't even talk about shit that I don't know. I got a whole bunch of opinions on it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna just talk about the shit that I've experienced. I know you know about that life. There's a lot of people knowing about that life right now. So I don't know. I don't know if you want to share what you would like to share about it. And why do you think it's functional? I just feel like the basis of connections and a lot of the poly shit is bullshit. Like the basis. People that just feel like, I feel like it's going to happen. Somebody's going to be poly. Like, somebody's always going to do it. In the world, somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to have multiple baby mothers or multiple baby fathers. There's good, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to happen. Multiple baby moms or dads. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just going to happen. Whether you are dysfunctional polygamous and you got all these baby moms and dads or whatever, and y'all get your money together so you can raise their kids and be selfless about it, or, you actually just get together and get over yourselves and be selfless about it and have mad humility and do it. I feel like it's just a scale. Just like how, like, monogamy can be awful. You know what I mean? or great. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like it could be, you know what I mean, depending on, the design and what's going on in the space and time that you have with the people or person. You know what I mean? Like, I think monogamy, like, a person could be a hoe their whole life and then they meet somebody at 50 and they're like, you know what, I'm going to settle down these last 20 years. And then they're like, monogamy's great, yo. You know what I mean? And they're like, are they wrong?
Right. I feel like it's good if you can, like you said, if you can coexist and everybody can function, like, for for money purposes. I guess, like being almost like a street hedge fund. Everybody throws money into a pot. You know what I mean? It's like a thing. Yeah. It's hard to keep opinions out of it.
Yeah, I know. Like, I know you get your opinion because your experience kind of creates an opinion.
Right.
So, I don't know. I like to, like, just drape my experience over everybody's opinion, like, their experience and their opinions. But, like, I just feel like there's so many reasons why people go about doing it. It's like you not disciplined enough to not fuck, but you're not gonna commit to one bitch, so you just keep multiple bitches because you just, you know what I mean, you're like never gonna really be disciplined enough to have a good enough relationship with yourself to just be with one person at a time. And
try to find bits and pieces of all things you want in different people.
Yeah, and it's like, you just know you're not gonna, like, refrain from fucking and doing all of the carnal things. So you just like, fuck it, I just have multiple, and, like, out of insecurity, kind of just put a bunch of hoodies together to make a coat. I think, that's a lot of people, but I feel like if you say that, then people are, this is your view on polygamists or whatever. I just feel a lot of people are just the basis of like, why are you doing it? Just to stroke this motherfucker's ego? Whoever it is.
As far as the women go, or like,
even if it's a chick with multiple dudes, I feel like it's like somebody's ego getting stroked.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like, what's the point?
If you think about it, no one woman has multiple men that coexist, but multiple men have multiple women that coexist. Like, have you ever met a woman that has, like,
like that? No,
like
I've never seen it.
All living with one woman.
I see these pictures online, but I've never seen these people in life.
Right. Yeah, it seems hard to fathom.
Whereas I got a friend, my man Lyle Freeman, had two baby moms living in the same crib at the same time. Mm-hmm. And the one where he had been not fuck with her, and the kid was all grown, but he was like, I'm gonna just keep the baby mom here so my son that lives here can be with his mom.
That's how Derek Grace is, the dude from Tampa that I told you about?
Yeah.
The one that trains his kids with the guns and everything like that?
Yeah. Like, I see, like, at that point, like, why would you want to separate your baby mom and your son? Like, it's not about you at that point.
Yeah, and everybody gets along, then it wouldn't be, like, there's an understanding between everybody.
But it still did reach that point, though, like, where his new baby mom and the old baby mom, like, you could tell, like, they wasn't cool. Like,
yeah.
they just be mad at themselves more so. It'd be like the first one's mad that she let it happen when she was young.
How did I get here?
Yeah, and then the young one's like, man, why'd I do this? I knew what I was getting into, kind of, I think. I don't know. I just think the basis is all fucked up. It's not like the fucking shoguns and the samurais like, look, well, I'm gonna have this one wife, and if I can't get a son, I'm gonna have a concubine to get a son. Like, it's like all for a purpose. Motherfuckers just be like, no, I just want all vanity, baby. Natural selection for vanity, baby. Like, that's all it is. Like, it's like crazy, like, as far as like the basis. I guess people would say they do it for money, but then it's like, money for what? Money so that you can have a family later? Like, then it's like you're not practicing to be a family man. You're doing the practice for something all else.
Right.
So it's like you can't steal second base with your foot on first base. And I just feel like the base, I think it's very possible, and I think it could be healthy. You know what I mean? It's just, it would take a lot of different ingredients though. You know what I mean? I feel like, but I always feel like women could do it because I feel like they can be humans a little better than dudes. Dudes can just detach and be like, I just will not accept it. You know what I mean? I feel like chicks can be like more like, have more humility about it. I feel like dudes just will save face, not be around each other.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like I can't like, how do you go from one to the next? Like, how does the, you know what I mean? You can only impregnate one person at a time. Like, really, I guess you could do 2 in one night. That'd be crazy. But I feel like that's like crazy delusion though, with the energy. I feel like you'd rather just be like, pow, bang, right? You get your one solid soul coming through, not fragmented. And then you like regenerate, and then you may give them a sibling or something. But like, I see like why you would do it so that you don't have like if you have like one chick that, you know, say you don't want to beat up on one chick's body, and y'all just want to have multiple kids, so there's not like 4 kids with one chick to get them, so your kids have siblings, and then like maybe one knows fucking Spanish and one knows, you know what I mean? So now all the kids learn these different languages. You know what I mean? So maybe one of the moms knows an instrument or some shit, or sewing or some shit. And then the kids all learn it and exchange it. I feel like that's like, oh, it's dope. You know what I mean? When you like, it's looking at it like that. But people not looking at it like that. They just looking at it like in a vain ass way, like however the fuck they looking at it. I feel like as far as like the dudes, I don't know, for the most part. And then like I said, then you got people that just are retarded polygamists, just got multiple baby moms, just multiple baby fathers.
So many different levels to it, and so many different, like you're saying, so many different ingredients.
It's never what you do, but how it's done.
Yeah.
I just don't know, like you think that women could really honestly live in the same roof? I see why people always put everybody separate. Even the dude, like the woman has this house, the other woman has this house, and the dude lives with himself.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. That it's easier that way. As far as, but I mean, I don't know. Sometimes the women develop a relationship like more like, you know, Mormons and stuff like that, sister wives, and everybody like gets along, and you know, I feel like it just depends on the background and where the girls. Weren't you saying something about like somebody being from like somebody from other countries and like, you know what I mean, without developed habits that make them look at it a certain way, like it would be. Yeah,
you know, they haven't lived like a quarter of their life on Instagram. Then then they probably, you could pick them up and it wouldn't be, they would have the experience a totally different way.
Right.
And my experience is like, again, like I feel like I've seen the different times when it, like I guess it was possible, but it's like you can only do so much. You can only be emotionally available for so many people, then like yourself too.
Right.
So it's like you got to be emotionally available for yourself and these women, and like then they got to be like, you know, cool. I guess you would like them to be cool.
I feel like it almost becomes, I mean, in experiences that I've been in, I feel like it almost becomes like a general thing. Like everybody gets treated the same. I feel like that is like, I guess one of the ways that it would make it easier if everybody, you know what I mean? Like everybody was on the same exact page.
Yeah, like no bottom bitch?
Yeah. But like, I don't know.
How do you do that though?
There's no
Somebody's going to get the first seed.
Right.
So how do you not, and that's what I'm saying, if it's not for that, for babies, then it's probably for money or vanity, and then the money for the vanity. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the basis. Prince.
Get your eyes out the camera. Come on. Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the basis of connection? You know what I mean? It's like if I make an online avatar and people are attracted to that, that's like my point of attraction. Is this fucking illusion. It's this fucking figment. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean, like as far as like the ego or the idea of yourself is a figment. So it's like to connect over that is crazy. It's like what is using our bodies to create, you know what I mean, to do this. Why are our bodies being used for these processes that are happening right now? You know what I mean? As far as like swapping bodies, having all these different people around you. I just feel like shit's not being appropriated. You know what I mean? It's not like...
Well, I feel like if you're comparing it to like, not just, I mean, polygamy, but it's also like gang and pimping, I guess it's the same thing. Like really just having multiple women, but like they are attracted to the idea of something. They're not attracted to the actual self, you know, the person self.
Maybe like structure and family.
It's really most of the time it's about family that they never had or a dream that they don't think they can attain by themselves. So they think being in a, you know what I mean, being in a team of people, which is true. You need a team of people, but it's, like you said, it's all about the way. So
yeah, it's like if everyone's each other's crutches, it's not that bad. But if it's just like people intentionally kneecapping you so that you stay handicapped, so you can stay in a place.
I'm gonna leave you here so I can step here.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna bring you up just a little bit so you feel like you're making some progress.
Yeah, I mean, it just would. I feel like if you get it functioning, it's like, because that's what I'm saying. Like anything, you know, you balance yourself. You reap the rewards, the benefits of balancing yourself. Then it's like you balance your spouse or your family, and then you reap the rewards of that. It's like a greater amplification of that same thing. Like the more that you balance these elements in the yin and yang or whatever, or put them in order, then the greater evolution you have, and the more rapid. The more that you can do things. Like if you could get 100 people together to do a wholesome thing that is regenerative and not destructive or whatever, then I feel like it's just so much evolution in those processes. And if people was to get some polygamy off the ground that was really selfless and humble and not a fucking show, then I think it would really be like you really have something going there. Like you really have a Hogwarts mystery school type thing going on, right? You know what I mean? That's what I think, because then you would just attract people that want to have babies for the right reasons.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think it would be a lot of that. And then after that, then you have the next generation. It would actually be more like X-Men. Professor X, how he'd be getting all the mutants together and everything. It'd be kind of like that. You know what I mean? Then the next generation, like they would, you know, just keep it going to where you kind of like, it's easier to be great when you got greatness around you and everything. And yeah, I think it would be just a lot of selflessness, and then people could actually be, you know, raised by a village. Whereas now people, like the villages we're in are just like socioeconomical villages. Now you can't just like trust these motherfuckers with your kids. You know, I don't know, but that's the best thing about polygamy too. Yeah. If you got a bunch of down ass people, babysitters.
Babysitters left and right.
Yeah. You got babysitters on deck. That's what I mean. Like, and if I had like a few chicks
and teachers.
Yeah. Like, so I'm saying, if I already had some babies, if some chicks that was like single moms wanted to get down at that point, I feel like I'd be more like, all right, word, I could Brady Bunch it now. You know what I mean? Because fuck, you know? Because then you have them, whatever kids the age that they are, them ages, they could be cool with your kids and everybody. I mean, it could be also just that disastrous, but but I feel like if you do it right, if you get the right single mom, somebody that really is just, you know, maybe just fucked up, fuck with somebody that don't know how to control their body. But yeah, I think that'd be cool. It just would be. It's like, you know, I could never be a stepdad. Like jump into it, like chicklet. But the kids are ready. I couldn't go from being single to me and her whatever she got.
And skip all the steps.
Yeah.
Just end up with this kid.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying though. Like in all them situations, them pimping situations. I mean, I guess you could, you know, people be doing whatever. They be having babies, like, you know, however. But I feel like that's just selfish as fuck. Cause like, again, like if you got multiple chicks, when you get one pregnant, if they're all single, everybody's single, and then you get one pregnant, everything gonna shift. The whole energy of everything gonna shift. Like, what chick is really gonna sit by the other chick and watch her go through the natural birth process and just learn from the process? You know what I mean? Like, it's not that many that would be that selfless and actually like afford themselves that experience to really just see that. Like, even if whether they stay with that dude or not.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I just feel like if you could be around that natural birthing process, you might as well put yourself around it. Like, just to see and to, you know, experience that. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the basis is the thing. Because we was talking about it the other night, right? As far as like polygamy and like, you know, going from one to the next. Like, how can you, you know, if you already got somebody and then you're getting someone else, like that whole process, like it got to be done correctly. Because like you, like what does that show to the next girl if you're doing it in a conniving way? It's like now you're just showing that you're not loyal. Like you're just coming into that already like I'm not really loyal. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? And the whole the pretense there is already fucked. Like I just feel like so much is fucked up. Like so you have to really hold it down with like this one first person to be like your bottom bitch. I would feel like, and then go from there and just see if you're ever harmonized enough to attract somebody that's like, yo, fuck it. I'm out here getting slayed by random dudes that can't control their body. Mm-hmm. Can I help y'all out? You just give me a healthy baby or something. You know what I mean? I think like then that'd be like a totally different vibe of like then somebody trying to just like take your man and get pregnant or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like it's totally different. I don't know. Some people still wouldn't be cool with it, but I just feel like since it's gonna happen, since people are just gonna have too much energy and bust nuts in people early and have a bunch of baby moms and fathers, and it's gonna happen, you might as well all work together if you're doing that. I'm not one of them kind of brothers. I'm definitely not one of the brothers doing that. Not at all. I definitely show my whiteness there. Like, oh, no. I'm not too selfish for that. And I ain't got the energy for that. Like, I'm not playing with that. I'm going to be very selective. So I don't know, like, it's just like, and if you got two chicks, I feel like their heads butt maybe. And if it's three, it might be too much, but then maybe
it might be perfect though.
Yeah, maybe. It could. It could. But I just feel like if it's three, maybe it diffuses it more. Because then it's not like any like head-to-head competition.
Plus it's not, it's like, it's more team than, competition.
Because I feel like that's like the thing on it too. And then I guess it's capped off. Because where I think in the Islamic world, you can have 4 wives in a lot of them countries. Mm. It's really like at that point, like wife 3 and 4, the first wife might have some pride about it. With 2, 3, 4, they're like, whatever, yo. I'm just trying to get a baby out of the deal and, you know, move up in class with my lifetime. Like, I don't know. If you just so wow, there are different reasons why people breed. Mm. Yeah. But people not even getting into polygamy, I feel like, for breeding, a lot of them. Because you'd have a lot more dudes taking, like, midwifery and just, you know, getting into, you know, being doulas. Yeah. Doulos. Say doulos for dudes. Doulas is chicks, doulos is dudes. But, yeah. I feel like, you know, like, you don't see that really much. I feel like that's why I haven't had the experience, because I haven't really I'm kind of, like, putting that off at some level, like just really fully going into the midwifery, because I know any time in life, whenever I prepare myself for an experience, like life be like, well, you did it. Here you go. I'm serving that ass up. Like, and yeah. So I feel like that's kind of just like one of the last things I got to do, really, to make that end meet in my life experience. But yeah, I just what's your experience with polygamy? Let me talk about personal experiences now, right?
Are we talking about personal experiences?
That's because I go into mine.
Okay, you did go into.
I will go into mine.
Oh. Yeah. was a situation. I was like the main person in the situation. And
She's the BB.
Yeah, but I experienced all levels of it. Like, I feel like there was multiple girls around at the same time. There was like just one. I'm still friends with them. Most of them. Because I feel like when you're with somebody, like, they're not the only person attracting it. So the people who stayed were also, stayed because of me. They were attracted by him, but they stayed because of who I am.
Security
that I brought for them, yeah. But that's how it's supposed to be, I feel like, in any situation. Like, if you're gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be some order, some chain of command.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. But, yeah.
Right? I mean, God, what else you getting into some shit like that for? You know what I mean? I don't know, but I've seen people get into that shit, though. Like I said, when I met Audra, she was in, like, 2 throuple. She was living with a throuple, in a throuple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then and this other couple was trying to marry her into theirs. Like, they was, like, trying to give her a ring and everything, anything. Yeah, and so I seen, like, how it be, but it just be like, man, it just be a bunch of people that want family and structure and, like, affection and, like, just like
it's really just family. Like,
yeah, it's not much different than when a dog to greet you when you come home. It's not that much different.
Yeah.
Because it's not really love, I feel like, with a lot of people. It's just like not wanting to be alone.
Yeah, that's like spicing it up. You're talking about the couple themselves.
I'm talking about people in general. Human beings in general don't want to be with themselves. They want to be alone.
So
a lot of them.
The more the merrier.
Yeah. So it's like the more distraction, the better.
Yeah.
Just keep me away from myself. And I think, yeah.
I don't know if it's just my ego, but I could never be like, I'm not gonna say never, because I've had experiences where I was talking to somebody and thinking I was the only person dating them, and they had a whole other relationship that I didn't know about. You know what I mean?
Be like that. No.
But like, as far as being aware of being in a situation like that, unless I was with that person first, like with the dude first, I would never like join another. I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't willingly join another couple's situation.
But you see why they do it, though.
I can understand why. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah. I understand it all.
It's so easy to detach when you're the second girl.
Yeah, there's no responsibility.
Yeah.
It's still fun.
Yeah.
You know. But I was.
And you just breed insecurity in the first bitch. It's not even really no problem for you.
Yeah, you're just like a punching bag. The main bitch always be like a punching bag, and everybody else just has a good time.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
If it's done the wrong way, you know. But that's what you said, though. There's like so many ingredients to it. It's so fragile. And then it's women, so it's emotional.
Yeah.
And then it's in a place where it's supposed to be building confidence. You know what I mean? It really, like you said, it really breeds insecurity. Even on the other girls, though, because then they feel like a lack, like they're not good enough to be in the position of so they go for that position, even though they care about the main girl. They'll still try to you know what I mean? Depending on the people, like, it's crazy. It's very teachable, teaching experience.
Yeah, I mean, like the one time that I had, the most recent time that I was like having 2 chicks in the same space with me, it was this past summer, and like I was just like, really like just I was just on some passive aggressive ass shit. The first one, I just wanted that bitch to leave, you know what I mean? But like I was just so addicted to like the carnal end of like what I could get out of her, and like she just had that mean head, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. Yo, she smoked me. She was smoking me with that, yo. I was like, damn, yo, I can't stand that I like this shit this much. But no, so I was trying to get her out of there though. She was doing the most to like stay in and dig her heels in. Mm-hmm. So I was like, fine, I'm gonna just get another bitch then if you ain't gonna leave. Passive aggressive, you the fuck out of here, right? That's how I was gonna do it. Cause you know what I mean? I didn't even want the other bitch, so I involved this whole other bitch in the shit.
King of passive.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I didn't really want her at all. You know what I mean? So it was so difficult for me to like even be involved with this shit. And like I just be feeling like I know that be happening for other people. And then other times, like when I be like having multiple chicks, I just be feeling like they just don't want to see it. They be cool, but just not want to see it. And I'm like, all right, it's fine. It's just like I have two pit bulls that aren't fixed. They just don't want to see each other. You know what I mean? Two bitches. They just, I love them both. They both know I love them both. And I separate them forever, like Figgy and Foxy. But that's, I don't know. It just feels like walls in my own life, though, at the same time. So, I don't know. I don't know how you can, like, a tasteful way of like, oh, by the way, I'm about to fuck with this other bitch and see if she down to live with us. You
cool?
Yeah. You know what I mean? You cool. Like, yeah. Like, I was just going to have a slumber party for the next 6 months. I was just, don't feel like it should just be lasting. I don't feel like it was that.
I really just feel like the main, sorry to interrupt you.
You good?
I feel like the main key to pimping is just getting a girl to agree to be okay with it. Like, you say, you okay with this? Are you okay with this? So no matter what.
It's a binding contract.
Here on out, you better be okay with this, though. No feelings are allowed in this. Okay? That's the truth.
Yeah. I'm glad you know everything.
Yeah, thank you.
It's the trick. It's really not a trick. It's just so deliberate.
It is a trick to women, though. Women be like, yeah, I'm cool with this because I like you right now.
Yo, it'd be wild like that. Like, I feel like chicks, until it's like in front of them. So, you know what I mean?
That's all I used to say was throw me in the fire, though. I'd be like, throw me in the fire. But don't get mad when I react that I'm in the fire and I'm mad that this shit's hot. I'm going to complain it's hot. Yeah. But I'll go in the fire.
Yeah.
Just to see if I can withstand it. But.
Man. I be really like messing with, it's crazy when you mess with people for different reasons. And it be mental things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like when it's physical things, it's like, don't really matter.
No.
Like if I fuck with the chick because she got the fat ass and the other chick got the face and whatever, that like, it'd be different than if I like, man, I really like arguing with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I really like the way this bitch does her arts and crafts or some shit. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? When it's mental, like, admiration.
Yeah.
I feel like, it'd be hard. It's harder for me to break those off than physical. Because physical, I'm like, it's nothing. It's just friction and moisture. It's really just a mind fuck. I'm just masturbating with this bitch body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, yeah, but when it's like, I really like, or I can see somebody like something about me that I like about me. Well, yeah, people should like that. Yeah, I'm glad you see that. I'm keeping you around.
So egotistical.
Let everybody know what you know.
It's so disgusting how much we're like.
But that's how I feel. That's how I feel though. Like, I be fucking with people though, because they be like, certain things, I be like, damn, yeah, you mad intelligent. I'd rather be on your team than against you. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes it'd be like that, and I don't be wanting to let go. Yeah. And I'll be like, well, I'm going to just wait till this all crash and burns then, whatever. These lives are going to collide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be able to fuck anybody like I love them too long without them meeting. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be possible, you know? Yeah. Yeah. It'd be really sick like that. We was talking about the other day, remember? I was like, man, I really got sick with the sociopathic shit. Like, I had to really mind fuck myself that I loved them to fuck them.
Yeah.
Because the way my body's wired, like, you know what I mean? It's like a hopeless romantic ass body. So I'm like, all right, listen. I'm like, and you're like, oh, thanks, a lot of security. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have told you, you know.
Mm.
You know, but yeah, that's really what, you know what I mean. And I knew it. I just be like, because bitches be actresses. And it's the same thing. Yeah. Like, I'd be like, look, we both at that point agreed that you was acting. So it's the same thing. Like, I tricked you into agreeing that you accepted. It's like, come on, we both know we bullshit now. I'm glad you know I know that. You know that I know. Is you lying. No. It's just know that I know. You lying and I know. And we both liars. And so we could be miserably together. Like that. And, you know what I mean? And go forward in a sick ass way.
Yeah.
Now, once I identify it, I'm just gonna keep picking at it anyway and never let it rest. You already know I'm obsessive.
Yeah.
But yeah. Fuck you. Because if I was aggressive, it would be so. I'd be like, yo, this motherfucker basically raped me. That's how people would be. That's how people would be. Because some chicks be like, I remember this one chick. She wanted to fuck the whole. You know what I mean? Brought herself to me, paid for a plane ticket, all that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Went advanced on me, and tried to say I raped her because like I was like, all right, it kind of is rape because I guess in the sense that we're both playing a part and this is all a lie. So I'm raping my body. So yeah, I'm raping my body and you happen to be fucking me with me. So like, you know what I mean? And so I'm not really raping you. It's really me. You know what I mean? That I'm raping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want in on this? You want dibs? You want some of this rape? I'm going there right now. You know what I mean? That's how I be though. I really feel like that. And people just like to kill themselves. You know what I mean? People become, I'm an angel of death. They're like, come on, chop my head off. You know what I mean? Suicidal ass world right now. So, got a lot of bodies this lifetime. Other lifetimes, angel of death probably wouldn't get this many bodies. But it's like, you know what I mean? I'm up right now. Oh my God. So yeah, I think more than anything, it just be like breeding the insecurity though. I'm to go into the parasite conversation from the polygamy conversation.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what it is. Like motherfuckers have been bred at this point in such a vain way. Everybody's just selecting off of like tits and ass and face and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So all the kids is that, and then everybody's created from these lust nuts. You know what I mean? Busted ass world created by nuts. You know what I mean? Double entendres for days in this motherfucker. But anyway.
You're hilarious.
I know. I'm funny. I should be on stage. But.
Go potty. Come on. You just want to interrupt the video?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's about it, man. You know. I don't really know what else to say with the polygamy thing.
That was the subject, wasn't
That's
it?
kind of really about, I know it could be healthy or unhealthy if you do it a certain way. Certain places in Africa, they'd be like, nobody sleeps together.
Nobody?
Nobody. Everybody sleeps in their own living quarters so they can dream alone.
Well,
and then you can come back to each other the next day. And I feel like it's nice sometimes to be like that.
Yeah.
And,
Separation sometimes.
Yeah, fuck you though.
Damn.
Yeah, so. Okay, here we go. Before we close it out. Okay. Now that the polygamy thing, I feel like people always think it just means threesomes. Because like I was saying, nobody sleep together. Do you think that people could sleep together like that? You think you could really sleep with? I feel like one of these bitches is going to kill me in my sleep. Or they're going to conspire together and murder me together. Some shit like that over time. I just
feel like that with just one person.
Because I feel like I emotionally damage these women. You know what I mean? Because I'm emotionally damaged. And I'd be like, you know what I mean? and I'm good at it, though. You know what I mean? Because I pick in my own wounds. So then I just be like, hey, you got a wound you want there? You want to open up a little more? You got bleeding enough there.
So you're not allowed to sleep with anybody till you fix your shit.
What, me? No, I'm just saying, like, I just don't know how you could really get that off. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, like, I fell asleep in the bed with more than one chick. It'd just be like, I could routinely doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To routinely do that. Like, the people just think it's always threesomes and shit like that. And they always be saying shit like the chick always has to be kind of quasi-lesbian so that they could be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they always say. It
would help, I would imagine. Yeah.
I just think it would just be weird with the kids if you have a daughter. Because I don't want my kid to be like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a conflict of interest. Like a motherfucker. Like, what do you really want? You want to reign in hell or serve in heaven? I just been reigning in hell.
Please stop laughing at that.
No, yo, I'm going to hell. I live in hell for this. I ain't going to hell. I live in hell for this. Oh, man. This is why in Ecclesiastes he said comedy, mirth is not the way. You know what I mean? I can see why you like laughter is like close to like losing your shit, derangement. Yeah. You're like, why are you laughing at this? Like, ha ha ha. You know what I mean? Like, it really is like spiteful kind of. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When he says that, I get it. He's like, it's better to be sorrowful than to have mirth or to laugh. And I'm like, man, the Bible's some fucking sad shit. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna do stand-up comedy. I'm like, it's some bullshit. You cock blocking my comedy. Fucking King David. And you know, it's such a beautiful book. But you know what I mean? I have to give credit where it's due.
Yeah. We're gonna have to stop this video.
No, but for real, I really, it's a wild thing that it's better because so much of like anger is fear underneath with sorrow. And like it just cuts to the point to get to the sorrow and the fear than to go with the spitefulness and the anger. Because they kind of, the laughter is kind of like, ha ha, it's like almost anger. It's almost rage, like at some level. And again, I be always feeling like the people that are coming to be entertained, spoiled too. You know what I mean? Because you're like, life should be entertaining.
Yeah, make me laugh.
Life needs to be entertained. Fuck growing. And then the comedian, you know, plot twist, they be trying to make people grow, some of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Most of them are just honeypot pieces of garbage, but some of them get it. You know, took it there. All different type of topics though now. I guess we can kill it, huh?
Yeah. All right.
Milano Ace.